Hey guys, welcome back to the Property Tank. Pumped for another one today. We're coming off another rate cut, the second one for 2025. So 0.25%. That dropped about a week ago. Excited there. Also, we're going to talk about fixed and variable interest rates for your mortgages. It's an interesting one. It's been on the back burner for a fair while because interest rates have gone up and they've been pretty sticky over the last year. But now we're starting to see banks offering some pretty sweet fixed rate deals for their 3 years, 5-year fixed rate mortgages. So keen to unpack that. All right, guys, if you're looking to do a knockdown rebuild, dual occupancy or multi-unit development site, please book a consultation below. We're the experts. We're the ones you need to talk to. We'll see if we can help. Come across to Instagram, Peter Kelly Official. Come say hello, dropping value there all the time. And make sure you jump in the littlefishnetwork.com.au. Become a fish. It's free. We've got resources in there. We've just dropped the Knockdown Rebuild Masterclass. We've got a few more in the holster as well, ready to drop out this year, but there's been huge uptake in that and people are getting huge value. The feedback's been amazing. So make sure you become a fish. It's free and you've got free masterclasses at your disposal. All right, let's get into the episode. All right, guys, last Tuesday, the RBA cut rates again by 0.25%. So this year, we've seen one cut in Feb, now one cut in May. They meet again in July, okay? So we've seen 0.5%. So not moving mountains when you look at your mortgage and you look at maybe what you're borrowing has changed from then and now too. It's not madness, okay? It's not crazy, but it's all heading in the right direction and it's all really wholesome stuff. So with an average mortgage, it'll save you about $100 to $150 per month each 0.25% rate cut. So the two that we've seen this year, the average mortgage will be saving you around $200 to $300 per month. Cash, folding stuff, the green stuff in your pocket. So that matters, right? So when you go to Coles, go to Woolworths, do the family shop, that $200 to $300, which is now for you and not going on the interest to the bank, that's coming to you. So that's super exciting one, guys. The more exciting piece is there were murmurings, there were experts tipping a 0.5% cut. The RBA didn't go for the 0.5%. They kept their powder dry and they went with 1/4. That's okay, that's fine. We're still heading in the right direction. They're meeting again in early July. For me, as they make sure that inflation's still in check, they'll be looking at wage growth, they'll be looking at unemployment, all these factors that are trending down. All the economists, the smart guys out there that we follow, all these numbers are trending down. There's a lot of uncertainty out there in the macro marketplace. You've got probably in another circa 60 days, Trump going to impose his tariffs that he did pause around a month ago. They're going to go in place, which is going to cause a little bit of chaos, okay? We had a taste of that about a month ago. He's going to put them in. So what's that going to do? That's going to make the RBA go, okay, cool, we need to cut rates to make sure we stimulate growth, stimulate the economy, put more money back in people's pockets and allow people to go out there and spend it and make this big wheel turn. So for me, the fact that they were potentially eyeing off 0.5%, potentially we will be looking at another cut in July, maybe 0.5%, maybe not, maybe another 1/4. Happy with 1/4. We're trending in the right direction. For me, in 2025, if we see circa 1% cut in this year, that's going to mean that the average mortgage holder has got an extra $400, $500, $600 cash per month that's not going towards interest repayments on an average mortgage here in Australia. Now, that's a big one, guys. Like, think about it. Think back to last Christmas, the position you're in. Imagine having an extra $500 cash in your pocket October, November, December, leading up to Christmas. That's the sort of stuff that moves the needle for me. So if we can achieve that in 2025, come Christmas at the end of this year, they're going to be in a much better position than they were a year ago. So this is exciting stuff. All right, guys, one I want to unpack today because we're starting to see these offers coming through from some lending institutions trying to get you to refinance over to them. So for me, this is a super interesting one. Now, a standard variable rate across the Big Four and the other tiered lenders, we're looking at about 5.8, 5.9. Now, there are some out there which jump on Google, suss it out, look at your comparison sites. They are offering 4.9, 4.94, I think, Bonnie, over the next 3 years. Now, for me, we're starting to get an insight and a window into where these lending institutions think the rates are going to be over the next 3 to 5 years. So the fixed rate market is somewhat a crystal ball, or what these banks are tipping, and they rely on very smart people, very smart economists to try and tip where they think the cash rate is going to be over that time. And they are looking, obviously, to still make money off your mortgage. So for me, seeing 3-year fixed rate mortgages sitting at 4.9% is quite exciting. So let's say we're at 5.9 now. They're offering 4.9, 3-year fixed. They're essentially wanting to make money off your mortgage. So if we're there, they're offering 3 years there. For me, in the 2 to 3 year period, they're tipping that we're going to be maybe mid-4s over that time. So for me, I'm super excited. Now, obviously, no one's got a crystal ball, but the fact that banks are starting to offer up these very attractive fixed rate deals suggests to me that their crystal ball is suggesting that rates are coming off a fair way over the next 2 to 3 years. But if you meet all their criteria, you can get a 3-year fixed mortgage for 4.9. You can grab another % on top of the quarter last week and lock yourself in for 3 years at 4.9. I'm not saying that that's maybe the best thing to do. All I'm saying is it's exciting to start seeing these offers come through from these lenders. So make sure you do your own research, make sure you do your own digging and what's going to suit your needs. These are the things we need to look at, because these banks aren't playing around. They are serious business and they need to make money off your mortgage. So to be offering you 4.9 on a 3-year deal, super exciting. If you stay variable, you're going to be down in those 4s. That's what that's suggesting. Or if you look at a fixed, so essentially you've grabbed another %, which, like we said, is an extra circa $500 a month in your pocket to your favor. So that's super exciting to be able to see these things, guys. So pumped for July. Hopefully the numbers stack up. Hopefully everything's still heading where it's heading, because you give it another year to 18 months, we're going to see a 4 in front of these interest rates, guys. So that's exciting. All right, guys, another thing I wanted to mention was this could potentially be the opportunity that you've been waiting for to make that shift. And that could be with your principal place of residence. So your owner-occupier property may be looking to upgrade, downgrade, so upsize, downsize, whatever that might be, change suburbs, all these sorts of things in this little period here could be the opportunity. Now, could be your owner-occupier place of residence. You may be looking to buy an investment property. For me, what I'm seeing is, obviously we've seen 0.25% cut this year. It's looking very likely that we're going to see another 0.5%, maybe % over the next year. This could be the opportunity whilst the market's still flat. In Victoria, the market's still flat. We're heading into winter. Traditionally, not as many houses come on the market. And I'm telling you now, the market's still flat. We've got plenty of our clients' properties out there for sale, and it is hard work at the moment, okay? We still get the deals done, but they do take longer, and it is harder. So herein lies the opportunity. If you're looking to upsize or downsize, now, whilst you're confident that money is getting cheaper, and your borrowing capacity is slowly going up with every interest rate cut we see, there's more money coming into your pocket, and the market's still flat, there's this period here where things are getting good for you over here, and the market's still flat at the same time. I don't think the market's going to stay flat forever. Okay, so once more of these rate cuts keep cutting in, the retail punters, the punters that maybe aren't trying to foresee things, then they're going to jump back into the shopping aisles and they're going to be there. Let's go, property market's moving, now's the time. For me, they're the ones that miss out on that bit of upside, because that upside happens whilst everyone's asleep. So that's what these opportunities might look like. If you're looking to buy that investment property, if you're looking to maybe change the owner-occupier or the principal place of residence, maybe upsize for your family, downsize because your family's moved out, whatever that looks like for you, herein lies could be the opportunity to make that move. Like I said, property market's still flat, access to money and lending ability is improving. So that's one to watch. That's one that you want to dig in, speak to your broker, speak to your accountant, see what's happening, and that move could be on the cards. Because as the money gets cheaper, that's when the property market will go up as well, and those gains that you were looking to offset during that transaction, they may evaporate due to the property market moving. Anyway, one to think about. All right, guys, that's another episode. Let's wrap it up. So today we spoke about an interest rate cut last week. Pumped. More money in the Australian property punters' pockets. So we're pumped with that. We're eyeing off July RBA meeting, tipping another cut there, which is great momentum, downward momentum on these interest rates. And what does it mean for you? And also looking at the fixed and the variable, the fact the banks, lending institutions are offering up 4.93-year fixed, that's another % below the variable, is exciting, because if you need to jump on that now, bring those interest rates down, bring those payments down now, more power to you. Or if you're a variable player, that looks like where we're headed, because that's the banks using their best information and the most information they can get their hands on to tip where interest rates are going to be. Try and win your business, but remember, they're still there to make money. So do you want to try and beat the house, Bonnie? You fix it, you're essentially trying to beat the house, because they're trying to beat you. That's what they do. All right, guys, and remember, if you're looking to make a move during this little sort of time of uncertainty and interest rates coming down, property market hasn't moved yet, could be a nice little time to get that investment property or to move that principal place of residence and make that transition. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks for those that have hung around this long. And remember, if you're looking to a knockdown, rebuild, dual occupancy or multi-unit development site, give us a call. That's what we do. Come see us across on IG. Come say hello on Instagram, Peter Kelly Official. And remember, become a fish on the Little Fish Network. .com.au. Thank me later. There's resources dropping on there all the time. I think we've got some investment resources coming up. We had a knockdown masterclass just drop. So make sure, come hunt us out. It'll be in the comments below. And until then, have a great week in property. See you next Monday. Let's get it, guys.